Oh shit, I already have it launched. Get out of here. Sauce, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Turn that shit up. Pull that shit up. I love the good album. Can't beat that mouse. And Russian telepath. Should work. Alright, so fucking A. This is a hard quest I'm in. I gotta go north. Talk to... Well, it's not a hard quest, but it's a Grandmaster.
That sounds hard.
It's
Those are
called...
the hardest ones.
Yeah. But I think it's the easiest of the Grandmasters, and I've done Gothic Sleeps already. Alright, you have to go around. Or sorry, this is Gothic Sleeps, and I've done Dragon Slayer 2, which is the hardest Grandmaster in my opinion. So, and I did that one kind of dry, so we should be good. Also, the skills are good. Combat level's 103. We're good. There are ways to get to my level quick as fuck. Like, do you remember when Willow maxed RuneScape in like 2 months? Or some shit? Yeah, Willow literally jumped onto RuneScape and fucking maxed it, basically.
What the fuck?
I know. Some people...
There's probably a guide for that, right?
Yeah, some people are min-maxers and they don't have trauma. I literally have trauma from this game. Like when I jumped into this quest, because I'm doing this one dry. When I jumped into it, there's this like the second conversation you have is above this building. And you get literally attacked by assassins. It's fucked up. And like and I literally scrambled and had like a little trauma moment. Like, you know, in traumatic PTSD response, you like some people fight or flight.
Yeah.
Or some people they freeze. I often in a traumatic response, I know myself enough that I freeze. Oh, that guy's kind of strong. Let's get away from him.
He's a freezer.
He's a freezer. And a squirter. So, yeah, like, where's the hunter expert? He should be around here. Damn, this thunder is loud. Hunting expert. He's probably in the hunting area. Yeah, so like the people who don't have like prior trauma with RuneScape and PTSD, I swear they basically get they're able to run around. Like my friend Nick, he joined RuneScape and just basically did so fucking well. But then if you get people like that for some reason, like Elden Ring, they all become like mixed mages and min-max and all this. It's a different play style. I was thinking about it when I was driving to dinner. Like, there's gotta be people who enjoy being like lazy at the same time as doing things the annoying hard grind way, but also not min-maxing it, and also not gloating and boasting. And gloating and boasting is one of the hardest things to control about being proud of something. But if you gloat and boast about something that was like an earnest effort over a long time, like, hey, I did this thing and I'm really proud of it, genuinely the most amount of people will be excited. And there's this tendency for some people, and I don't know if I'm trying to understand them more instead of not enjoy it, but you'll say something you did, right? And they'll immediately like copy you and try and do it, and then they do it better. And then they'll literally boast about doing what you did better. And in their mind, they did a good thing, like, because they saw what you were doing and they're like, oh, I want to do that. So they looked up the best way to be the best at it. And something's lost in the process, but also something's gained. Like they enjoyed the thing, but I think for those people, their heads kind of up their ass because they are like, um, they're in it for the wrong reasons, which is the sapping enjoyment out of what other people discovered. Does that make? I don't know.
I know what you mean. Yeah, because it's not the same, to like, I don't know, look up a guide and follow every step to get somewhere versus like just doing it raw and figuring it out.
Yeah, bro. Real ones know you can never be the first, and sometimes the first of an aesthetic is the first one is like sloppy. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And they're goaded because they went into the void and they pulled out a gem. Dude, gem alert. I'm pulling up the meme. It's true. GIF alarm.
Anyone there?
Yo.
Uh,
Yo, can I fill you in on what we were talking about?
hmm?
Can I fill you in or catch you up to speed on what we were talking about?
Oh yeah, please.
We were saying how like there are some people who will find out what you did. Like you'll explain to them in earnest. You'll explain honestly, like, oh, I'm proud of this thing, which took years and had so much failure, and it wasn't done the most efficient way. It was just something that you
Mm-hmm.
did in order to fulfill destiny or enjoyment, whatever. But some people, when they hear that, they will copy what you did and go directly for what you attained the fastest way possible, if not using methods like min maxing, it's called, or like optimized methods in order to
Mm-hmm.
achieve that goalpost and then boast to you how fast they got there and then maybe more. And the problem with this is that those people's like head, and I was saying, is kind of up their ass. Like they don't understand, they're in it for the wrong reasons. And I've been always trying to understand the last couple of years why that type of person feels the need to be like see that thing and then
Mm-hmm.
immediately change their personality or everything towards that thing and go towards it optimized, fast, minimal loss, maximize gain, and then boast about the efficiency. I don't know if it's like a different mindset, like that person's mindset sees efficiency as the goal. But that's what we were talking about. And then Sauce replied, and I said it was a gem alert because we were saying the first person who figures something out, usually, like an aesthetic or a strategy or a fun thing, it's usually sloppy. Like it's not refined.
Mm.
It's like kind of you have to see the forest through the trees a bit.
Yeah, of course, yeah, I understand that.
And and like and that's the gem is that like the best things are sloppy. The refined version is beautiful. Like the Chronicles of Narnia movie from the 2000s is beautiful. That's like an example of like refined, made by Disney or Goldwyn Mayer or whatever, whoever produced it, made the 2000s version of the Chronicles of Narnia did like a that's the gem, that's the crystallization of the gem into the ring. But the gem, when you found the gem and you're ringing the gem alert, it's in the wild. It is the plant attached to the root in the jungle that you plucked off and refined and extracted the sap from and tasted and realized this is like coca or the discovery of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Yeah.
sloppy and it was in the jungle and it was quick. What I'm trying to explain, you know what I mean?
Yes, I understand. I completely understand. Because the first thing is always sloppy or like discovered by a nobody, let's say. Like for example, now my like for example, vanilla. Do you know the story of vanilla?
I don't.
Actually,
Please
like
tell me.
the story of vanilla is basically, someone, like a slave, in my island, like, in my hometown, that decided to like try to see how make it grow,
Mm.
how make vanilla. Like we know what vanilla is, but we don't know how to make it grow. And that slave basically,
Fine against him.
spent days and nights trying to understand how to make it grow, and he got killed for that.
Holy crap.
Like once he discovered it, the French colonizer, the French like slave owners, they basically said to him, "Thank you, but no, we're going to kill you because we think that it's kind of a black magic or whatever." So yes, I completely understand that process of like impersonating someone's work, like, or like refining it, or like whatever. So yeah, it's the problem with that society is that it's kind of always like this. For example, like I think in fashion, the reason why I kind of don't fuck with fashion people in a lot of way is because they sometimes think that they are new to something, but I don't know how to explain it. My English is not good enough.
No, like, do you see this meme that I sent in the chat? It's like, no, you must min-max. And the like high IQ and low IQ is like warding up, warding up. I don't know what game this is, but it is the middle
yeah.
IQ that's like take the thing and turn it into economy, turn it into business.
Yes.
Like the French with the vanilla. They're like, no, you cannot make vanilla. That's demonic or whatever. Whereas both sides of the IQ spectrum are like, yo, make vanilla, keep it secret.
Basically, make vanilla, keep it secret, and once the slave owner will find out, you'll get killed for it.
Well, maybe that's the difference between the warding up low IQ and the warding up high IQ. Is the warding up high IQ is like vanilla's good, you can grow it, but we shouldn't make it like a commodity, and the low IQ doesn't know about all that economy bullshit and just says vanilla good, I grow it.
Yes, basically. So yeah, fuck min-maxing. Fuck min-maxing.
Yeah, honestly, and I've been thinking like, how do I make a community of RuneScape players that are like slackers? Slackers are awesome. I am pro slacker.
What's a slacker?
In America, a slacker is like someone who like wastes half their time that like they could be amazing, but they choose to procrastinate like more than half of their time, which is called slacking off, or like
okay.
And slacking off is like a trait of become less in amount or intensity. So the rain let up after a few hours, it slacked off. Slacking off. If someone slacks off, they stop working hard and putting effort into something. And I am pro slacker because what the fuck is the point of us like driving everything to ultimate efficiency? Like, if it's all for dollars, I don't get it.
Yes.
At
the end of the day, the problem is capitalism.
If it's to make nature better, that makes sense to me. Like if you find a way to make literally the earth feel better as a system, that's pretty profound. Cause like if you think of the world as an operating system, there's like universe code, there's like physics code, there's like earth code, society code, state code, country code, person code. There's like a domain of each realm. And if you figure out
Yes.
something that fixes and like helps the Earth code system, that's like a
Mhm.
pedestrian mammal on Earth fixing the Earth. That's huge. So in my opinion,
Yeah.
that's like if you figured out how to make the sun last twice as long. That's nuts.
Mm. Yes, yes. This is useful. This is just
Useful.
like yeah. If you understand what I mean, like to know how to wait.
So I don't know. I'm pro try hard. What is it? MW2.
Yes, I'm pro try hard too.
I'm pro try hard if your heart is in the right place, which is not like business and becoming a millionaire.
Yeah, same. Okay, yes, I think the same way. I completely think the same way. I'm deeply for like humanity as like we try to evolve together and just
Me
just
too.
like like be better. But I am not for like I'm not valuing like profits in the process. Like I'm valuing principle and dignity in a tough way.
Almost the chivalry, how what the fuck?
Chivalry. I don't know how to say that in English. In French, chivalry.
No, it is chivalry. It must.
Yeah.
It's
Chivalry,
cheval.
Yeah. Hmm.
Chevalerie.
Chevalerie.
The cheval means what is that? Cheval.
Chivalry is like the principle of like acting acting like a knight.
No, yeah. I'm looking into the deep. So cheval, is horse.
Yeah, cheval is horse. Yes.
That's strange because isn't le question what is it? L'équestrian? Isn't that an equestrian? That's the horse rider. Fait le. Interesting though, cheval. So like weird. The knight is defined by their horse.
Yes.
Because
the knight is defined by their horse.
Horse rider.
Yes, horse rider.
That's crazy because that's what a peasant would see. A peasant would see and be able to see a person on a horse and be like, "That's how I know they're an important fucker." Besides their armor, the people on the horse, they're scary. So that would be like a horseman, a chevalerie.
Because I think that before it wasn't common also to own a horse as someone like.
Oh really? That makes sense. Peasants can't own horses. Imagine a sign.
I think the peasants used to have cows or like goats, but like horse not that much.
No, I totally see that. I just think it's so funny to have a sign that says like at a horse place that says no horse for peasants.
You are peasants. Can't ride. Yeah, that's also explain why usually they used to ride cows before.
Are you joking?
It's actually explaining. No, it's actually true. I think because before they didn't have much horses, the peasants. So.
Holy shit! Cow riding. That's so sick.
Riding.
That's so sick. Look at how chill. That's like
more bull riding.
It's driving a freaking SUV. That's what it is. That's having an eclipse.
Yes.
I'm looking up a
The
a
prison had the
MILF.
SUV and the knight had the Ferrari basically.
Yeah. Oh, it's not an Eclipse. Sorry, it's an what's the big fucker called? Did you say it? It's not
Which one?
the it's
Which?
it's the big one that you can have big
A pool.
big car.
Ah, big
Government.
car, a SUV.
Yeah, it's an SUV, but it's like the black one that the government drives in all those movies.
Oh, I always call that a Range Rover because most of the time they are Range Rovers.
Right, right. It
Mm.
is, but there's one that even like so in America in the East Coast, some of the like hockey moms and stuff, they get these cars that are the same that the federal agents drive, basically. It's hilarious. I'm gonna try and find it. Yeah, like shit like this.
Toilet.
You'll see a hockey mom in this car driving her kids to ice like hockey.
Yes. I visualize American only with that type of car actually.
Yeah, yeah, and
I
you
visualize American with Chevrolet, or like a Range Rover or Jeep or whatever. It's big and huge and black. But
Oh my god, the Jeep Wrangler. I miss it. I used to drive a Jeep Wrangler.
I love Jeeps. I love Jeeps because they really allow the driver to control fully the car. So
Oh, manual, so good.
Yeah.
I had this Jeep a couple years ago.
I'm going to talk.
Okay, okay. Oh, okay. So I just bring a broav to you, and you can train it. Pretty much. But first, you'll need to catch one. You'll need to set up a pitfall trap. But instead of luring the broav over it, you'll just want to bait the trap with a fungus from the Mortnar. Baiting the trap fungus. I have one here. I can swear you take it and make yourself a trap over at the old trapping spot for Blue West. You'll have a burrow of caught in no time. Sick. Okay. Very rare item. Can I get another one if I drop it? No. Okay. We probably just picked them up at that force by using this sim, whatever the little knife thing on the log. Sauce, you here? Who's here? Oh, it's just me. Okay. Well, Gothic sleeps. I spoke to him.
What should we do in Minecraft? That's the question.
I am in the deepest of the deepest of quests in RuneScape. So
Oh,
you are free
do you
to
play?
do whatever you want in Minecraft right now. I'm doing while
Okay.
Gothic sleeps. It's a quest.
I wish also I wish RuneScape was on PlayStation. I wish I could. I mean, you can play it on Mac or like iPad or whatever, but I hate playing with touchpad. This is
What do you mean
why
touchpad?
there's so much creep. Not
Um,
touchpad, but like like you need to touch your screen or like. You understand?
I use like mouse and keyboard for RuneScape.
Yeah, because you play on PC, so it's fine.
Oh,
No! Fuck.
I know what you mean. You mean like the mouse pad on a laptop?
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
I mean, I used to play like that when I was in middle school, and actually, this was my peak time. I was a monster during that time, because when you have no choice to
You're
master
quick.
it, you just master it.
You're quick scoping with the laptop.
Yeah, bro. I used to play League of Legends and like Minecraft and like plenty of other games with just like a shitty laptop. And why there's so much creepers and like other FPS. I used to even play Overwatch back to the time, and I was fucking diamond
Damn.
3
Holy
or 4.
shit.
But now since I fully turned myself into a console player or like sometimes playing computer, but like even if I play computer, I would still rather play the controller because I feel more comfortable with it. So I'm a controller master now. I really love playing with controller.
Me too. It's like a pastime.
Yeah, I'm too. Yes, I'm too. I think because I'm not born with mouse and keyboard, so keyboard and mouse doesn't feel natural to me. It will take me maybe like 1 or 2 years to master it. So I would
I,
rather just
I find
stick
it
with my.
changes game to game. So like when I get into a game, if I start with a keyboard and mouse or if I start with a gamepad, like a controller, then I'm literally better than with whatever I started with. It's really weird. Because I
Oh.
even though I started with a mouse and a keyboard on a like on a PC, like a desktop like a Dell computer, I'm way better on a controller because I played Modern Warfare 2, like Call of Duty and all those games were the height of my gaming. So like I prefer playing with a controller. But some games I'll be brave and just be like, I'm gonna play with a mouse and a keyboard. And then once I force myself into it, I like it more. Like Overwatch
Yes,
is
because
so fun with a mouse and a keyboard.
yes, because once you get it, you just realize that it's inconvenient in some way to play with a controller, especially when it comes to aiming. But I'm just a boomer, bro.
Bruh, why don't you get a
I'm just a
wireless
boomer.
mouse? Dang it.
Yeah. Actually, back in high school, what I used to do is that because I think that it's not the mouse the problem for me. The problem is the keyboard. So what I used to do in high school is that I used to like I had a specific setup when I used to play Overwatch where I had my controller as my keyboard and I had my mouse as an aimer. So I used to play only with the right hand for my with my controller and the left hand with my mouse. And
That's
actually,
insane.
for me, this is way more comfortable than playing with a keyboard.
You need to invest the cost of a coffee into your gaming setup.
I'm going to show you how I used to play, but I just used my PlayStation 5 controller, but this is how I used to play in high school.
Whoa, holy shit. That's sick. I actually love that. How the fuck do you do pitfalls?
Yeah, you just put all your inputs in one part of the controller and you aim with Basically.
Sorry, I'm
I
reading.
wanna play some Overwatch right now. Yeah, no worries.
Place a knife
But I have a
and
shitty Wi-Fi.
logs. I'm reading out loud this thing. To execute this method, players must place a knife and logs in their inventory and click on designated pit locations in the field of view. Set a spiked pit. Once the trap is set, players use a teasing stick or equips a hunter spear to lure a creature towards the pit, then jumps over the trap to trigger it. What the fuck? Is that the pit? And you need sorry. I'm trying to like hunt and trap a weird animal, but I don't even know what it is and where it is.
You play old school RuneScape, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm on right now. Fuck.
I heard there's still a lot of people there.
Oh yeah, like if I switch worlds right now, there's probably
Do you need the subscription to play it?
not the free version, and I honestly love playing the free version up until you get to level 40 on all of the combat skills, and then it's like $10 or something a month, which is kind of ridiculous compared to streaming services. But
Yes.
I'm also kind of like a lifetime fan. It's almost like, you know how comic book fans will buy the comic book regardless of how good it is because they are a fan of the series. Just like being a fan. A fan.
I used to play a lot Final Fantasy 14 till very recently. Just that now I don't really have this, let's say, this will to involve myself in an MMORPG because it's a lot of time consuming.
Yeah, it is.
But I really do love Final Fantasy 14. FF14 is my jam.
Yeah, like I don't even when I play MMOs, and maybe you do too, like I don't really play the multiplayer part. I don't like PvP.
No, I don't. I don't like PvP also.
No.
I like Reds and I like that, but I do it for like the lore and, you know, like because it's super cool. But basically for me the best game would be an MMORPG player. Like sort of friendly.
Yeah. I just do skilling. Skilling is like wood cutting and playing quests and like mining and all the pretty much what Minecraft is. Are you
That's why
this is a crazy video. I'm gonna send this in the chat. The visuals are wild. You might not be able to look at it now, but later. That living room spaceship is crazy.
I will check on it.
It makes me want to make visuals like this. All you need to do is take any shot you want, open it up in GIMP, cut out the background you want, and replace it with a video that you like. So the green screening in something like DaVinci Resolve. And that would effectively make this work. It's such a cool fucking...
Are you the type of person to have like an animated template on your computer? Because I am the type of person.
What do you mean animated template? Like a like your background wallpaper is moving?
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to have that, but I've never tried. I've never tried.
There's like on Steam. On Steam you can download for free a software, but I don't remember the name, that allows you to have animated template basically, and this is super cool.
Is it called? I'm gonna pull up the ones that come up in the search. Wallpaper engine.
Yes, it's wallpaper engine. Yes,
Okay, I'm
it is.
gonna
It
open
is.
it in the desktop Steam app. Okay, it's like $5.
Oh, they capitalize on it now because before it was fully free. Of course.
Is there a free? What about live wallpaper?
I don't know that one. I only know wallpaper engine.
That one's free. It's from November 9th. There are mixed reviews. Uh-oh. What are the mixed reviews? App won't let me change the wallpaper, and I can't delete the wallpaper because it's the app itself. It sucks. Very cool for being 4K animated wallpaper. Not bad. Has some good options for wallpaper, but if you're willing to spend a few dollars, okay. So it seems like the $5 option wallpaper engine is best. Features: bring your desktop wallpaper alive, real-time graphics, user animated screensaver, personalized wallpaper, user wallpaper, ratio. That's really cool. Okay, I'm putting this on my wish list actually first because I want to have a good setup in my mind of what. Oh, it's in my shopping cart. No, 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 no. You should be on my wish list. Okay. All right. The hard thing about this weird Pitfall Hunter OSRS what is it was like a knife? A knife? Boa. What the fuck was it called? A boa? A bro out. Teasing stick. Alright. Logs and a knife. This is a really weird. I never thought. Sorry, I was just so distracted. What are you doing in Minecraft right now?
I'm playing Overwatch right now.
Oh, sick.
I'm overwatching.
So, how long are you home for?
Hmm.
Are you
Well,
home? Are you? Oh, you're not
What?
home. You're still in Japan.
Yeah. I'm in Japan for the next 3 years. I'm planning to go to France with my girlfriend on December. Like just to visit. But yeah.
No way. You're going to France?
Yeah, I'm going to Paris.
Ah. That's gonna be really fun. How long do you get to stay?
2 weeks.
2
Around.
weeks. Holy shit, you guys that's like holy crap. Are you
But
nervous? Because that's 2 weeks with your girlfriend in Paris. You're gonna have to be on your best behavior.
yeah, and also like because she's Asian, born in Asia, so she don't know much about the West. And Paris is not as safe or like whatever, compared to Tokyo or Shanghai. So
What is it called?
I mean, also like,
Paris shock syndrome.
mm,
It's an actual
yeah,
like
and
it's like Paris syndrome, also known as Paris shock syndrome, is a rare acute form of severe culture shock experienced by some tourists, particularly those from Japan or other East Asian countries who visit Paris. It occurs when a traveler's highly romanticized, media fueled expectations of the city collide with the reality of a busy, sometimes indifferent urban environment, triggering a profound psychological and physiological crisis.
mm, because Paris is not the reality. Paris is like Paris is not a shitty. It's not a shitty place. I do love Paris, but it's it's not what people think.
I think
So
it probably at one point like was amazing. Like it still is amazing. Like I always tell my friends, Paris is the model. Like Paris is the
yeah,
ideal model of how you make a city. But like um it's also so heavily people nowadays in the future in 2026 we're so like good about letting everyone experience the beauty of something. So like there's all walks of life in Paris right now. It's not completely elite people only.
no, only the center of Paris is elite, but it's like saying that the center of New York is elite. You know,
Right,
it's the same thing. Honestly, it's just the same thing.
right. But I can see her if she's never been to Paris or seen the West too much, she might be shocked to
Mm.
see like beggars and things like that.
Mm, yeah, she's going to be shocked by this for sure because like us, we are, you know, like we are used to it, and we live with it, and there's no, you know, this is okay.
Yeah,
There's no problem
there's
with that.
no way to fix that issue.
Yes, yes. There's no way to fix that. We need to change. If you want to fix that, we need to change a lot of things about our society. But uh, but I do think that outside of this, like for example, like people that tells me that Parisians are mean, I think that this is not a Parisian thing. Like the thing is that French people, they are not mean. They are just honest. And
I
like
understand.
for a lot of for a lot of people, this like over honesty, because sometimes it's too much. I agree even as a French person, this over honesty can be seen as rudeness. But at the same time, in Asia, for example, if you go to China or Korea, they have the same type of kind of rude honesty. So we are not like rude and mean people. It's just our culture, basically.
I've always seen it as also like the you know how like French is a very hard language to learn for some people.
Yes.
Um, Especially Westerners who have even spoke English their whole life and know half of the language. French is still very hard to pronounce and things like that. And elite French society tends to include the universities and the political institutions, and it's like kind of like
Mhm.
a series of gates that you have to climb up, and almost like you have to be born into certain families in certain aspects to have that level of privilege and access. So like I've always seen the French politique or like the reality of French society and culture as almost like you have something worth defending, which is like a very very beautiful thing. And if people were to come in and just exploit it, or that's why
Mm.
when you have someone that speaks bad French, I've often heard French speaking people laugh at them and say you sound like a baby, stuff like that. Whereas in America, if you speak bad English, people never really say you sound like a baby. There's like a very encouraging uh,
Yes,
aspect to uh, opening them up to English because English is the language of the peasants. It's the language of the Germanic folk, and so whereas Parisian is like almost extension of Latin and very highbrow and very classy. So, sorry, French, especially Parisian French. So like I'm just there's something worth defending to the French, and I think it's honest and noble. Like you said, it is honest when they are kind of rude about things, saying things like "you sound like a baby," "don't even try," "just speak English," or even things about society. Like we were saying, but I think it's justified. I know it's hard to say from an outsider perspective because a lot of outsiders like me would be angry at the French for being, and they would say the French are elitist and they don't like us and they don't want me to be like them. And and as an outsider, I also think good. They don't want you to
they
try.
don't they don't want you to try. And for me, this is it's as you said, it's really important to protect something. But I I I'm not happy with the fact that French people are extremely mean about new people that try to learn the language, because as we all know, French language is extremely hard. It's hard to the point where even French people makes mistakes every day, including me. So so like I think like the thing is that we don't lack of like team, let's say, solidarity. How do you say that in English?
Mm,
Yeah, we don't lack of like we are
homogen.
together and we are trying, yeah, we are trying to help each other. But once for example, for the French language, the issue is that once a French person don't understand what someone that try to
I
someone that try to learn
understand.
that is trying to learn French, yeah, and I'm like, you know how hard the language. You can't expect someone to just come and be fluent at it. Like for example, English, you know, like English is hard, but it's not hard the same way as French is hard. Like English, you can learn it basically like 1 year, and it's completely, you can like be done with it. But French, you need to like be in France, you need to live in France, you need to act French to understand how French people works. And
Like, but don't you think like it's it's something so beautiful? Even just the language of French is so beautiful and worth
yeah,
protecting. That don't you
it's
think
worth
that it's
protecting.
natural that for people that even if they don't understand why they're doing it, to be so elitist and protective of it? I think so. I almost
Mm,
love it and welcome it because that type of defense is almost like cellular. It's like
mm.
mitochondria. It's like
Like
it'll
I
protect it no
agree with
matter
you.
what.
I agree with you, and I do think that we should protect French, because I do think that this is I'm really happy. I'm really glad to be born as speaking a language such as French. But I don't think there's like worse language than French, or like language that is not worth compared to French.
No,
Especially
no, I
because
don't. Yeah,
I'm not from the French mainland, so I'm from a colonized place. So we also have Creole. We also have different languages there.
yeah.
And the first thing, like for example, me when I speak French, I don't have an accent, but I I tend to use old French words because it's related to my to the colonial past of my island. We have a mix between like a lot of language,
Your
but also like a
dialect.
lot of like,
Yeah.
yes, we have a lot of old French words. And once I came to France to study for the first time, I didn't know. I mean, I knew those words, but it's natural for me to use the French word, like the actual
Do you
French
say
word.
okra or legume?
I say légumes.
Legume.
I say légumes. But for example, like in my island, we don't say ATM, or we don't say like distributeur de billets, which means ATM. We say gabier, and gabier is the old word, the first French word for ATM. And once I arrived in France, ask for where is the ATM, but in my dialect, the first thing a French person did to me was laughing at was just laughing his ass off at me, and I was like, why are you laughing? Asking for ATM, bro. And it's like, but I don't understand what you're saying, and I'm like, un distributeur de billets. I was, ah, okay.
Yeah,
Funny. I
yeah.
was
So
like,
you're
yes,
like looking, you're asking for a billet de train,
yes.
a ticket to the train, a distribution of BA of bills. Yeah, it's
And this is
that's
like, like this is like you like the thing is
Prije,
that
you go to the restaurant and you that's like me saying Prije le l'obéissez s'il vous plaît, and they're like, what?
mm,
Like toilette? And it's because I learned like really phrases, and your cultural like dialect has specific phrases or words. I don't know. That's just as good and worth protecting too, but it does endanger French in a weird way. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's endangered French.
It
It's
doesn't
like the Quebec
endanger
French or
it.
like the Louisiana French or the Quebec French. It's a way to preserve the language.
I think
But
it's
like,
but dilution. You know, like a seasoning too much, like something in like dye in water. Too much water, it'll get rid of all the color. So it's almost like there. As long as people label what the original French was, and then admit that the dialects are different, and
mm,
we keep a linguistic record, then we'll know how far we got.
mm. It's like it's like British people laughing at American accents. It's the same.
I know.
I mean, British is the original English, but yeah, it's like French people laughing at Quebec accent or like Louisiana accent. But actually, the Quebec accent and the Louisiana accent is the closest one from the ancient French, from the traditional French.
The same thing's true with the South of America, like Texas and
Yeah.
all that. Is or Louisiana is closer in its English to the original
Mm,
UK like English.
mm. And I think that actually UK English is I because in Europe we don't learn American English, we learn UK English. So even if I go to the US, I will speak like a UK English, like in the vocabulary I have.
Really?
I won't say a closet, I won't say armoire. I won't say a trash. I would say
You'll say the
you
bin?
understand? We say a bin.
Damn, bro. That's
Yeah.
so gay.
We say bin. We say
Nah,
armoire. We say.
nah, bro. You gotta stop saying bin. I
Bro, this is funny.
God, yeah, nah. Yo. We gotta get you off
I'm
that
sorry.
British shit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is my
I'm
thing.
joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I love the British. I always like the other weekend we were in Newport, and I literally like was kind of like chirping a British girl, and she got so upset, and I was like, I'm joking. I'm joking. I love British people. They're just so easy to rile up. So
Hmm.
I I'm just teasing.
And also, like the British English is closer to French, so it's easier for me to
Oh, really?
yes, because basically English is in French and German, and uh, and there's more like French vocabularies in the British English, where Americans either created their own words or like took inspiration from other like languages or just like like made their
Yeah,
own thing
yeah.
basically.
At this point, American English has so much new slang that we're so
Yes,
far away.
but I don't know. I prefer the British English because it has this kind of like royal feeling, like this like fancy feeling of speaking English.
I know what you mean. It's got a very beautiful sound. I honestly think it is one of the most beautiful. The British accent, English. United Kingdom. Also Welsh. Have you ever heard Welsh?
Yes, but it's so hard.
It sounds just like the elves. Did I put that in the chat? Yeah. I think I do have more. It's so easy to get wrapped up in the French, though, in the French diaspora, like the French world. Whereas I feel like English is like the key. It's like the skeleton key to universal communication. Like when we talk about the Old English, you know what I mean? Like I just recently picked up a Chaucer book, and Chaucer is writing in the 14th century about like kind of elitist things, but in the Old English in a clever way. And it reminded me so much of just like democratization of truth. Like every peasant shall be able to read the English. You know, every normal person, every middle class person should be able to read and speak the English. Whereas other languages are they don't feel as like they're not holding the role of lingua franca, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but did you know that before English, there was one language supposed to be the language of the world, and it was
Greek? Was it Greek?
It was interlingua. Interlingua was a mix of Spanish, French, and German.
Whoa.
And that language, but it's actually extremely easy to learn. But the reason why the ID didn't spread out is because it's too European centered. It's basically only us can, let's say, speak in a really easy way.
That's so stupid. I love that. Look, bon dia, bon dia. That's good day. That makes sense. ¿Cómo estamos? That's crazy. How are you? That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. Is it L or I? Io aprende interlingua. I understand interlingua. Yeah, I am learning interlingua. Or io. Por favor, please, yes. Expression. Yo te ama. I love you. Contende de facer vostra cognoscentia. That one's hard because it's very Spanish.
Spanish is hard. I know how to speak.
Because, like, cognoscentia. What the fuck is cognoscentia in a Latin root? A person with superiority. Signore?
I don't know.
The Italian word cognoscente or cognoscenti, which refers to connoisseur, or people with expert knowledge. Connoisseur. Signore, Italian word meaning Mr. Signor. I don't know. I just see connoisseur and cognoscentia. Why did the Spanish have to turn sir into sentia? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Sorry, that's just I always have a bone to pick with Spanish. There's just a little too much sexy in there.
Hmm. Spanish. Do you like Spanish actually?
Me,
I don't like Spanish.
I really don't like Spanish.
Spanish is such a. Spanish is. I don't
Bastard.
like it because I tried to learn it because I had no choice to learn it. It was supposed to be my third language because, like in France, you have to choose between Spanish or German. And like, for me, like Spanish is like learning French, but with a new accent, and just
I just
it's so hard. Like
it is so weird. Like I don't like the sound of like the South Americanizing of it. I don't know. It's all Spain, but like Spain, like Barcelona, what they do with their fucking T's, like Barcelona. You know what I mean? They're like, there's like a lisp. They're like, ¿Cómo se dice? I don't like the lisp.
Comment se dice à la
Vamos a la playa, mi amore.
Vamos a la playa, mi
I'd rather speak Italian if I'm gonna speak like that. Or Latin. Speak.
Me gusta.
Who the fuck? I'm sorry, I'm gonna go on this rant, but who the fuck thought it was a good idea to make a word gusta? Who the fuck thought it was a word to make gusta?
But I really love Italian. Planning to learn it because I want to master. Because Italian is the proper. It's not the proper. So it's the closest one to Latin language too. So I want to learn more about Italian language. That's
what I mean. This is what I mean about Spanish being the sexy, annoying, like, brother or sister of Italian and Latin.
Yes.
Gusto is perfect. Gusto. Because gust leads into a hard consonant, which is ST. Gust. And if you're gonna say like a connector, it's gust. If you say gusta, then you can't say gusta. You have to say gusta. So there.
Because the word or gusto, it's from the Latin word. It's from but actually, and also like the thing I don't like about Spanish is that there's a lot of similarity in French, but they really don't use the word the same way as us.
I know.
For example, like in French, gusto can be translated as goût, and goût just means taste. It doesn't mean like, for us. It just means taste. And
yeah.
Like, it's why you don't use like fucking amo like every Latin language. Because in Spanish is amo, in French is am, in Portuguese I also think is amo. Like this, why Spanish decided to do everything differently? French also decided to do.
You do have am, but you also have adore.
But adore is like, it's not. It's related really to taste. It's not really like, I don't know how to explain adore. It means I really love it. I genuinely something.
Okay, ready? Adoration, right? Adoration and like I bet you the Latin for adoration is like adetorio or like adeta. You know what I mean? Spanish has to go and do adoro, adoras. Why the fuck does Spanish have to get so sexy with it? That's what I'm saying. Like France takes it adore because French has the r, like the r.
Yes.
So they're gonna put ado, which is the root ado, adore, adorazione,
Mm.
and they're gonna say adore, adore. But the frickin' Spanish have to go and say adoro, adoras.
Adoro.
It's like
Yeah,
they're
but it's Italian. The thing is that no, Spanish is the language of boys. The language of the fuck boys. Like,
the language of
they
the
just want
fuck.
to. It's the language that tells you that they want to fuck you. Honestly,
It is sexy. I'm not gonna lie. It's sexy. Too sexy.
it is sexy. It's a really sexy language, and I can't say no. About it.
Langue sexuelle. What? Yeah. But it also is like hard. If you choose to be that sexy with your language, it's probably gonna be hard to do business. You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh yes, I do think. Ah fuck! I'm still trying to find today. Oh,
Me too. I've been
and I'm
trying
so
to
hungry, bro. Hmm.
doing this pitfall quest thing, and I'm failing.
Lately I'm really into like food that are not plain but like more like healthy, let's say in a way. So I
Mhm.
would rather take but I like bread, but I can't eat too much bread. Uh,
Can't have too much bread, bro. You really can't. It'll like literally
yeah,
constipate you.
yes, and I think getting